When you hear there is a guy cycling around the world on a bamboo bicycle, I'm pretty sure your big attention is not going to the word guy, which means me, but to the bamboo bicycle things. Yeah, I know I'm the number 2. Let's skip all this, all right? So let me introduce to you to the big star of this trip, yeah? This is Dulcinea. This is Dulcinea, my bamboo bicycle. She is strong enough to cross the whole world with me. And she's actually handmade, customized just for me. And I actually know it's kind of creepy if I refer to my bicycle using she. And yeah, but wait. It's going to be even creepier because I truly think love is a thing that you feel for bicycles. If not, it's just passion. But anyway, my ex-girlfriends didn't like it that much. But okay, let's say this is our long honeymoon around the world, okay? So yeah, we've started in April of 2016, so 1 year and 5 months ago, 14,000 kilometers crossing Africa to come here to Germany. So we've started in Cape Town, Cape to Cairo, the classic. So then from South Africa to Swaziland, Mozambique, Tanzania, Kenya, Ethiopia, Sudan, Egypt, and now it's Europe time. I'm so excited about that. And after here, we're going to Asia, and then to Australia, back to Asia, to the north, to Alaska, and then going down from North America to Central America, and then Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, where I am from. By the way, yeah, now the second one, that's me. I'm Ricardo Martins, I'm 32, and I'm a social scientist from Brazil. And before this trip, I've done 4 years cycling around South America, starting with $130. Yeah, it wasn't that cool, but after that, I wrote my first book. And for my surprise, I've started making presentations around my country, talking about different simple ways to achieve new dreams and break new challenges. My honest intention was talking about how to do all this stuff, even being an idiot like I am, but for some reason it wasn't catchy enough, you know? Because, guys, you have to understand the big expectation of that. So look at that picture, all right? There's a guy coming to talk to you, yeah? Pleased to meet you. So this guy is cycling around the world on a bamboo bicycle, and he just crossed Africa to come here to talk to you. Ta-da, and then it's just me. Yeah, I know I'm not that strong, I'm not that cool, I don't have super skills, I'm not a superhero, but I do have a bamboo bicycle and she's cool, and that's my defense. But then I realized, if I am that simple, and I am doing that anyway, it's maybe because what I'm doing is simple. And I've started thinking about how this is simple, and how could we use this in different ways of life, and where and how I've used that before. Because somehow, even that's quite funny, while I was writing this speech, it was a bad timing, maybe. I was in the desert in Kenya, crossing 55 degrees, pushing Dulcinea like crazy. That was damn hard. And then I thought, even doing that, I was thinking about the same things of my previous life before this trip. Let's talk about stability, balance, discipline, focus, managing and evaluating risks to take the next decisions. This is not that different of the everyday life. And yeah, I've had some different life. I wasn't born cycling around the world, okay? So before having this Woodstock look, I'm a traveler cliche. So before that, I was working in a private company 5 times a week, 8 hours a day, blah, blah. Yeah, that was it. And it can be very nice. But in my case, I've decided to rebuild my happiness in a different way. And that was my first surprise, because somehow we are educated to use our best skills for the same situations. So I'm not creating anything new. I'm just using the same for something different. That's why I'm not that cool, and I'm doing that anyway. So this is kind of cool, so everyone can be cool. So I have maybe one example to make it like to this world, you know. If you can help me, so please put your hands up if you have or if you had a child. Anyone? And please keep your hands up, yeah? You are a manager in a company. Okay. You have your own business. Oh, no, keep your hands up, please. Yeah? So if you are, or if you've done a university, keep your hands up, please, guys. Yeah. So now, guys, please look around. Yeah, look around, guys. Yeah. So basically, I'm talking about almost the whole crowd. Yeah. And I'm going to make some questions that I used to make to myself while I'm traveling. When you were pregnant, or when your wife told you, or your girl, when she told you that, was it the right time to have the baby? Maybe not. What did you have to think to do that anyway? What kind of risks you've had to calculate? To build your company, how many people told you that was crazy, so you did it anyway, managing the risks? Yeah? How many times you was working or studying, and you've had some very nice invitations to do something very nice, especially in Germany. You have very nice beers, guys, thanks. How many times they've invited you to do something and you didn't because you was thinking about your next goals, because that was maybe better for your next dreams and achievements. So that's me on the road. Yeah, of course, I'm not saying everyone can go cycling around the world. Yeah, basically because I have enough moms hating me because I've said that previously to some people. But anyway, don't worry about that. What I'm saying is we have different skills and we use it for different things. I have many friends. I know many people. They are capable to build and have awesome families. And I'm struggling to maybe one day have a damn dog. So we have different skills. And we also have different ways to reach balance. Yeah, this is Zanzibar, and this is Sahara Desert in summertime. So yeah, it looks a bit scary maybe, but it's somehow simple and manageable because there is order in this kind of chaos. I'm doing that barefoot because I like it, but also because I screwed my shoes on that trip and I didn't have another one. So yeah, but let's talk about some bad moments of this trip. I've crossed 3 civil wars in Mozambique. My house got burnt in Zanzibar. I've crossed 2 tribal wars in Kenya and Ethiopia. Yeah, I was robbed in my first day of this trip in Cape Town. I've crossed the Sahara Desert in summertime. Yeah, guys, I've eaten rats, sand, and trust me, there is people eating sand. And actually, you don't really wanna know where I've been eating and where it came from. Yeah, and I've passed by temperatures between 55 and minus 20. This is actually true. However, that's also me. Oh, I love it. I remember this. Oops, sorry. Oops. So, that's also me. In the other side, I've been eating maybe, let's see, the fresh food from Zanzibar, the fresh vegetables from Mozambique, the Arab food from Sudan and Egypt, the Ethiopian coffee, the South African wine. I've had a and I love eating, by the way, yeah. And yeah, I know it's easy to notice, but and it's more than eating around the world, right? Because also with Dulcinea, I've been cycling throughout violet and orange sunrises and sunsets around the world. Guys, I've seen the sky with more bright star than dark spots. I actually have my own star. A South African child gave it to me, so yeah. And I could talk for days about how and why I have my own star. I've made the best friends of my life on the road, and I fell in love a couple of times, but yeah, doesn't matter. Yeah, moving on. Somehow, we have different ways to reach stability. And when I talk about these 2 extremes, I am also finding my way to reach stability. And I thought, man, if I'm doing that in an extreme way, why I find this stable somehow? And I found a very simple way to explain that. It's like a pitch and toss game, you know? Let's say this is my imaginary coin because the euro is expensive after Africa, so yeah. So if you toss the coin once, yeah, If you toss it once, your line is going to go, it dropped, but your line is going to go high like this. If you toss it twice, your line is going to go higher or it's going to stabilize in the middle. And more often you toss the coin, your line is going to go more and more to the middle, and then it's going to stabilize in the 50-50%. What I'm doing is basically tossing the coin more often. And this is my way to find stability. But of course, you can do this in so many other ways, even traveling. Let's say you can travel without tossing the coin or doing it less times, yeah? So book your flight, book your tour, get a tour guide, look for recommendations, TripAdvisor, whatever, to find the best places and restaurants. You're going to have a very good experience, probably. But sometimes you're going to have the good, the awesome, but not the unexpected best. But this is not important for everyone. However, you're going to have maybe some bad, but not the very worst. So tossing the coin less, you're finding stability. What I'm doing this more and more times, is I'm basically managing the risks, yeah, and enjoying the best times. But we're not talking about different things. It's a coin issue. So, yeah. And yeah, of course, I can't say, I'm sorry. I can't say like you can just achieve your dreams and do something and live your happy life because you need some kind of wealthiness. Yeah, I have to be pragmatic in that level too. And I have to tell you guys, for me it's kind of easier because I didn't want to show up before, but I'm kind of rich. I'm actually a millionaire, but I don't want to show that very much. But why nobody believes me? Because I'm barefoot? Okay. But let's say I'm not a cool millionaire. I'm maybe a millionaire of time. Yeah, I really think I'm rich. Guys, if time is money, I really think I am a millionaire, and I still want to be a billionaire. Time works like this for me. And guys, if time is money, I think I'm walking like on the street like an eccentric millionaire, you know, throwing up my money and bunching faces with a bunch of dollars. That's me with time, you know. And while I was on the road once, after Swaziland, crossing the border to Mozambique, a policeman stopped me. The police used to be very helpful in Africa to me, and even in Mozambique. But this guy was just looking for bribes. So basically, he said, oh, I would like to search all your things, all your bags, and I'm going to take some time, maybe 2 or 3 hours. And then I thought, dude, I have food for a week. I have water for 2 days. I have a tent. It was like asking $50 to Bill Gates, you know. And then I said, take your time. And I took my stove and I took a book and I went to make some coffee for me. Yep. I was drinking my coffee, and after 30 minutes, the policeman gave up and said, yeah, go, yeah, go. And then I said, no, wait, please, I haven't finished my coffee. And I made 1 cup for me and 1 for the policeman, and we are friends now. We're still chatting on WhatsApp. I know it can be cool, but I still have to be more pragmatic than that, because of course, you can't pay your bills with time, right? Of course. So I've decided to have less bills. And again, I'm going to use simple math, simple things to explain that. Let's say before, I used to have 100, but because of my needs, I always needed to buy more and more. I always needed 150. Let's say now I have 70, but I need 50. So by simple math, do you agree, guys, I'm richer with 70? This is it. And then I can start talking about the redesign of speed. It is a cooler name somehow, but at the end it's just simple physics, right? Because what I thought, redesigning my way of life and my speed, from the point A to the point B, I don't do that just with final high speed. We do that with average speed and direction. So slowing my speed and changing my direction, somehow now I'm achieving more things for my life. Going slower, having less, somehow I still reach, even with less. And we can use that I can use that for my life, for my trip, but you can use that in so many levels. We can use that even because that's my profession also, for sustainable development. I work with urban planning, right? And we have a very fun example in Brazil. Last year, the mayor of São Paulo decided to reduce the speed limit at the busiest highway of the city. With that, we started having less accidents on the road. With less accidents, we've saved some lives during this process, and we've had to stop less, and the average speed was increased. So, we came faster from A to B. This is cool, right? Not at all, because this year, they increased the speed limit again. Yay! We're having more accidents, and we're going slower from A to B, but the car can go faster. Yay! Yeah, somehow, and I can apply this in many other levels, we're not doing what we have to do. We are doing what we are used to do in so many levels. And we can say, yeah, it's just car, and we know that because we are improving public transport. Europe is cool, and it is, by the way. But somehow, in so many countries, we've started increasing public transport policies and making the cities more bike and people-friendly after almost reaching the limit of destruction because we didn't have fuel anymore, or it became too expensive, or we just didn't have enough space in the city with too much car, so we've had to share it in so many other ways. That was it. We still didn't do this that much in Brazil or in so many other places because we still have a lot to burn and a lot of spaces to fill with cars or many other things. So, and then I've started thinking, in how many other things we are just waiting the limit of destruction to start changing. Because when you're talking about the way we're walking, we're just talking about going fast. Apparently, we have some new Isaac Newtons trying to reinvent physics, going faster from A to B just with final speed. And guys, it's just not like that. My thing is, we can go faster, not just with the final. It's about the way we walk and the average speed. Sometimes we have to increase it, sometimes we have to go slower. It's not a matter of speed, it's a matter of rethinking. And I'm not saying everyone have to go around the world to do that, being crazy. No, I have enough moms. Don't do that, guys, please. What I'm saying is, you can go and do that in Ethiopia, Sudan, Vietnam, Nepal, Brazil, Germany, Mannheim, TEDx. It's a matter of choice and rethinking, thinking twice. You can talk to your neighbor, you can talk to your family, you can talk to your colleagues here, you can read the news, because it's so easy to go very fast to the wrong direction, or sometimes you just need some rest to stop and think. And when I've stopped to think, I've done something in a different way. And I can tell you guys, I never was happier than I am now, because now I'm doing what I want, in the way I want, with who and where I want. Of course, this is not 100% nice, but I'm always looking for that, so I have goods and bads, as you saw. And the funny thing, to prove my way of speed, of redesigning that, is with my slow Dulcinea, I'm achieving places where a Ferrari can't make. Yep. And yeah, I don't want to make this conversation very serious, sustainable development and blah, blah, because I'm not a serious person, okay? So I want to finish that with a puppy dog picture. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, this is my last picture, and my life is basically like this, guys. I'm always saying hello and goodbye to someone, like this villager. This is the desert in Kenya. And yeah, my life is basically like that. From A to B, I have a hello and I have a goodbye. What I'm trying to do during this process is taking the best from everyone and everywhere around, and I'm giving all my best in change. So yeah, this is it. So guys, hi, I'm Ricardo. This is the best I have to give to you guys, and goodbye.